let's leave. This Monday's start to the cryptocurrency market has been a little slow. Slow, but not nearly as slow as Whoopi Goldberg arriving on set at The View. I believe that tasting the biscuit is the best thing you can do on days like this. Savor the delicious biscuit. Sample the honey sauce. Savor the biscuit's deliciousness with the honey sauce. We must keep in mind that while life is difficult, being foolish makes it even more difficult. Should a 12-year-old be permitted to have a tattoo, in your opinion? No, I will say. Most likely not. No. Most likely it is too young to make choices. It's a fairly irrevocable choice. They are still unable to decide for themselves. Something that is a permanent part of their body. Should a 12-year-old be able to provide their consent for puberty blockers, in your opinion? Indeed. Indeed. And I can see how hypocritical that sounds. Indeed. Although their physical appearance will be permanently altered, I believe that at that stage of life, they are likely aware of who they are and what they wish to become. This week is actually quite significant. Today we received Cinco de Oro. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve will release its interest rate announcement. Avoid being killed by the fresh air. We'll discuss cryptocurrency, but this might not be the best channel for you if you're hoping for a detailed analysis of which of Brad Garlinghouse's testicles hangs lower than the other. I am aware that you came here to get the most up-to-date information. There were no injuries, so don't worry. After the game, they actually went shopping for matching Subarus. Although there have been many outstanding boxers throughout history, this man undoubtedly had the most devastating blow. If anyone has any questions, I'm here to answer them. For all of you who supported Donald Trump, I have a brief inquiry. When your child comes home from school crying because an immigration officer has removed their best buddy from their classroom, what will you say to them? Quit violating the law, answering certain questions is simpler than others. Large balls. It's me. That ought to be clear. I'll try my best to expose the truth though, as usual. My hubby is really sweet and adorable, guys. He recently informed me that he doesn't share me on social media because he fears being stolen. Correct, sweetheart? Correct. I'm definitely not here to cause any agitation. It is impolite to refer to a transsexual woman as he. If that offended you, sir, I apologize. I should have said grasp his dick and twist it. God, oh God. Dick resigned. That joke is obviously not for everyone, but let me just say this in case I offend you. I simply wanted to let you know, dude, that sometimes you have to shut up. There will be a little bit of everything in this film, from dancing in the shower to singing in the streets. When Alcatraz reopens, there will be a chance to see the first boat leaving and some well-earned achievement certificates. Take a look at the Steiner Grabber. After 14 consecutive days of net outflows, the price of XRP is currently hovering around $2.20. The last time, the price went from $205 to $329 over 18 days after 14 days of outflows. This is from JD as well. When these two events occurred last, XRP increased fivefold in a few of weeks. The MACD first turned green. Second, the stochastic RSI surpassed the 80-point mark. The MACD has formally turned green, as we can see right here. Now, the question is whether the SRSI will validate the 3-day chart's 80 cross. However, this is the true reason why XRP can hit $100 or higher, as XRP is not a security but rather a commodity. Market capitalization is therefore meaningless. It's similar to inquiring about the oil market capitalization. Oil itself, not the oil firms. Nobody is actually aware of the oil market capitalization. And nobody gives a damn. Additionally, to all of the market capitalization mathematicians in the comments section, avoid interacting with other individuals. Do you hear me? Get out. And this from Ripple was rather intriguing. We are delighted to support educators because they are the future's power. Continuing, let's start with the week of teacher appreciation. With money made available by Lust, Ripple is donating $25 million to U.S. classrooms through Donor's Choice and Teach for America, bolstering vital resources and financial literacy programs. Okay, let's look at some more of the most popular headlines. Crypto is what I desire. Because it's new and China will do it if we don't, I believe cryptocurrency is vital. It is quite well liked. It's really hot. If you look at the market, that remained far stronger than other market aspects even when the market went down. However, the reason I want cryptocurrency is that millions of people want it. I'm not sure if you are aware, but Biden attacked it hard before completely changing his mind just before the election. Everyone's attitude altered when he became the head of the SEC. Money made available by Lust, Ripple is donating $25 million to U.S. classrooms through Donor's Choice and Teach for America, bolstering vital resources and financial literacy programs. Okay, let's look at some more of the most popular headlines. Crypto is what I desire. Because it's new and China will do it if we don't, I believe cryptocurrency is vital. It is quite well liked. It's really hot. If you look at the market, that remained far stronger than other market aspects even when the market went down. However, the reason I want cryptocurrency is that millions of people want it. I'm not sure if you are aware, but Biden attacked it hard before completely changing his mind just before the election. Everyone's attitude altered when he became the head of the SEC. Do you know why? Because they sought to win the votes of the hundreds of millions of participants. The green box that was inserted indicates the take rate zone, which is between $4.50 and about $7.40. In addition to assuming that the retracement is over, these levels match the fib extension levels of earlier bull runs. This 21-week simple moving average is the blue line with a complete candle close above it, and if we move over here and look at Bitcoin, it has broken above it at this time. However, the top of this descending expanding wedge pattern, which Bitcoin is currently in, also has a very strong resistance line. If Bitcoin is able to break here with at least one full body candle closing above, that would be bullish. However, another retracement might occur if it doesn't occur. This white box, which is between the mid-79,000 and the mid-83,000 levels, should be watched for a retracement. On the other hand, Bitcoin might hit a new all-time high if it manages to break through this falling expanding wedge. However, we just cannot overlook the current bearish situation until then. Since both lines are moving upward, I am also keeping an eye on the SRSI. It appears likely that Bitcoin and the altcoin market as a whole will witness another significant upswing if both lines are able to break above the 80 level and remain above it. I'll be keeping an eye on it and will notify you of any further developments. Without a doubt, we are not all alike.